Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, and today we need to talk about the absolute madness that is Justine Bateman's latest cry for attention. Yes, the same Justine Bateman who faded into obscurity for years, but has now suddenly rebranded herself as a right-wing commentator by jumping on the hate Meghan and Harry bandwagon. Because let's be real, attacking the Sussexes has become the golden ticket for washed-up personalities desperate for relevance. So let's break down this ridiculous Substack piece, and why Bateman's obsession with Meghan is nothing short of unhinged. While immense fame often invites commentary, the level of attention paid to Meghan seems disproportionate, particularly the negativity directed her way. Social media platforms are rife with harsh comments, and tabloids frequently publish sensationalized stories that paint her in an unflattering light. Public figures, eager to grab headlines, often contribute to this frenzy. They make statements and give interviews that add fuel to the fire, knowing that mentioning Meghan's name will attract attention. Actress Justine Bateman's recent comments about Meghan exemplify this phenomenon. Bateman, in a bid to stay relevant, made remarks that were thinly veiled as concern but were clearly opportunistic. Her words, thinly veiled as concern, reeked of opportunism, using Meghan's name to fuel her own relevance. This tactic is not uncommon in the world of celebrity, where staying in the public eye often means latching onto the latest hot topic. Why do individuals like Bateman feel compelled to insert themselves into narratives that don't concern them? The answer lies in the allure of the spotlight and the desire to remain relevant in an ever-changing media landscape. The answer lies in the toxic combination of celebrity culture and a desperate need for attention. In a world where social media influencers and celebrities are constantly vying for followers and likes, attaching oneself to a high-profile figure like Meghan can provide a quick boost in visibility. This isn't just about Meghan. It's about a broader societal issue. The intense scrutiny and criticism she faces are reflective of a larger pattern that affects many women in the public eye. It's about a societal tendency to build up women only to tear them down. Throughout history, we've seen this cycle play out time and again. Women who achieve success and break barriers are often subjected to harsh judgment and criticism. Meghan, with her biracial heritage and modern sensibilities, represents a departure from traditional expectations. Her marriage to Prince Harry and their decision to step back from royal duties have challenged long-standing norms and traditions. She challenges the status quo, and for some, this is deeply unsettling. Her willingness to speak out on issues like mental health and racial inequality has made her a target for those who prefer the status quo. Instead of celebrating her individuality, they seek to punish it, using criticism and vitriol as weapons. The online hate she receives is a testament to the discomfort some feel when confronted with a strong, independent woman who refuses to conform. This pattern of behaviour reveals a deeper discomfort with strong, independent women, particularly those who dare to challenge societal norms. Meghan's story is a reminder of the work that still needs to be done to create a more inclusive and accepting society. Bateman's comments about Meghan, shared on a widely listened-to podcast, sparked a significant amount of controversy and debate. Her remarks were not just offhand comments, but were delivered with a tone that suggested a deeper, more troubling perspective. These comments were particularly egregious. Cloaked in faux concern for Meghan's well-being, Bateman suggested that the Duchess was somehow to blame for the negative attention she receives. This is a classic example of victim blaming, a tactic used to silence those who speak out against injustice. By implying that Meghan's actions or presence warranted such scrutiny, Bateman effectively shifted the blame from the aggressors to the victim. This kind of rhetoric is not only harmful, but also perpetuates a culture of silence and complicity. Victim blaming is a pervasive issue that affects many, not just in the realm of celebrity, but in everyday life. It serves to protect the status quo and those in power, while marginalizing and disempowering the victims. By shifting the focus from the abuser to the abused, Bateman attempts to absolve the perpetrators of their actions. This type of rhetoric is not only harmful, but also perpetuates a culture of silence, making it more difficult for victims of harassment and bullying to come forward. The impact of such comments can be far-reaching, affecting not just the individual targeted, but also others who may be experiencing similar situations. What's perhaps most ironic about Bateman's tirade is her own history in Hollywood. She, too, has experienced the harsh realities of fame, the relentless scrutiny of the media, and the often cruel judgments of the public eye. One would think this shared experience would foster empathy and understanding. However, it seems that instead of developing a sense of solidarity with those who face similar challenges, Bateman's experiences have led her down a path of bitterness and resentment. The relentless scrutiny of the media can be incredibly damaging, leading to a sense of isolation and vulnerability. Celebrities, despite their fame and fortune, are not immune to the psychological toll of constant public judgment. The often cruel judgments of the public eye can leave lasting scars. One would think that someone who has been through such experiences would be more compassionate towards others in similar situations. Yet, Bateman's comments suggest otherwise. Instead of empathy, there seems to be a sense of bitterness, a need to tear down those who remind her of her own vulnerabilities. This speaks to a larger issue within certain segments of society, where there is a refusal to acknowledge the systemic issues that contribute to the mistreatment of women, particularly women of colour. This need to tear down others can be seen as a defence mechanism, a way to cope with one's own insecurities and past traumas. However, it is a destructive path that only serves to perpetuate the cycle of harm and misunderstanding. A refusal to acknowledge the systemic issues that contribute to the mistreatment of women, particularly women of colour, is a significant barrier to progress. It is only by addressing these underlying issues that we can hope to create a more just and equitable society for all. Meghan's experiences with public scrutiny extend far beyond Bateman's recent comments. Her journey through the relentless spotlight of public attention has been fraught with challenges and misinterpretations. From the moment her relationship with Prince Harry became public, she has been subjected to a relentless barrage of negative press and online harassment. The media's obsession with her every move has created a toxic environment where her actions are constantly scrutinized and criticized. Her every action, no matter how innocuous, is twisted and contorted to fit a pre-existing narrative. Whether she is simply going about her day or engaging with the public, her intentions are often misrepresented. When she expresses joy, she is accused of being fake. Her genuine moments of happiness are often dismissed as mere performances, further fueling the narrative that she is insincere. When she shows sadness, she is labelled as manipulative. Her vulnerability is weaponized against her, painting her as someone who uses her emotions to gain sympathy or manipulate situations. This constant barrage of negativity creates a hostile environment, making it impossible for Meghan to exist without facing criticism. The relentless scrutiny takes a toll on her mental and emotional well-being, leaving her in a perpetual state of stress. One of the most glaring examples of this phenomenon was the reaction to Meghan's decision to speak candidly about her mental health struggles. Her bravery in sharing her personal battles was met with a mixed response, highlighting the deep-seated biases that persist in society. In a groundbreaking interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan revealed that she had experienced suicidal thoughts during her time as a senior royal. This revelation was a pivotal moment, shedding light on the immense pressure she faced behind closed doors. Instead of being met with compassion and understanding, her honesty was weaponized against her. Critics seized the opportunity to question her motives, casting doubt on the authenticity of her experiences. Critics accused her of fabricating her experience for attention, dismissing her very real pain as a publicity stunt. This callous response not only invalidated her struggles, but also perpetuated harmful stereotypes about mental health. This callous disregard for her well-being underscores the deeply entrenched biases that Meghan faces on a daily basis. Her story is a stark reminder of the need for greater empathy and understanding in our society, especially towards those in the public eye who are often unfairly judged and misunderstood. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales.